Hi, I'm Angel with FleeceFun.com and AllFreeSewing.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick sew hobo. Comes in sizes child and adult, so you and your little one can have matching purses. For this project, you will need the following. A printed out version of the free PDF pattern that's available on FleeceFun.com. Half a yard of fleece for an adult or a third of a yard for a child size. For ruffle fabric, you'll need a half a yard in addition for the adult and a half a yard for the child, and this is in addition to the fleece, and this is optional. Scissors, thread and needle, and sewing machine. Alright, once you have all those items, it's time to get started. You will need to assemble the pattern. Instructions are available on FleeceFun.com and on FleeceFun.com's channel. You will need to cut out the following. You'll need to cut out one of the handle, 2 of the pockets, and 1 of the body out of fleece. Because ruffle fabric is stretchy, you'll need to mount it to the fleece to get it to work. Plus, it makes a bonus outside pocket when you do this. When cutting the ruffle fabric, make sure the ruffles are lying flat to make sure that it will look good. So if you're making one with the ruffle fabric, cut out an additional 1 of the body. Alright, now that you have all those pieces cut out, it's time to move on to sewing. Time to reinforce the edges. We aren't finishing the edges, so we're just going to zigzag stitch along the edges just to help reinforce the fleece and keep it from stretching too much. Using a zigzag stitch, stitch along the edges of the handle and the top curve of the pocket. You're also going to stitch along the top curve of the purse on each end. Do this for both the fleece and the ruffle fabric. Now that you've reinforced the edges, it's time to add the side pockets. With the wrong side of the pocket touching the right side of the handle, pin the pocket to each end of the handle on each side. Then sew along each side of the pocket except for the top curve, this is the open part, using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Set the handle and pockets aside. It's now time to work on the body or main body of the purse. So place the ruffles on top of the fleece with wrong sides together. Pin fabric in place. A note: I'm working with the ruffle fabric. You need to mind the direction that the ruffles are facing. So be sure when you lay the ruffle fabric down on top of the purse body that all the ruffles are basically folded in towards the center of the purse. You can see what I'm talking about on the graphic to the side of me. Basically, this is so the ruffles will lay flat when the purse is held upright, so they're all facing the same direction. Pin fabric in place. Note the middle of the purse body is the bottom of the purse. Because the middle of the purse is the center, the outside pieces are the sides of the purse. This is important when using ruffle fabric because you will want the ruffles to fall down the purse once it's assembled. When you pin the ruffle fabric to the fleece, make sure to pin the ruffles towards the center or middle of the purse body. Sew the ruffle fabric into place, sewing down the sides of the purse using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, leaving the tops of the purse, the curved sections, open. This is to make sure the ruffle stays in place and all the ruffles are of course laying in the right direction. Alright, one more thing to finish off on the purse body. To make the ruffle fabric exterior functional as a pocket, what you'll need to do is hold the purse body pattern up to the fabric. You'll see 2 lines on the pattern. These are rough guides where you can make the bottom of your pocket. Find the closest ruffle line and then pin it back. Then, using the built-in lines in the ruffle fabric, sew straight across the purse to make the bottom of the pocket. Repeat on the other side. Now it's time to add the handle to the purse. Now it's time to add the handle. With right sides together, line up the bottom of the handle with the center of the purse body. Pin. Then continue to pin each side of the purse. Repeat on the other side, so you'll have it all nice and pinned up. Then you're going to sew the handle and the purse together using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Sew that around. Trim the corners of the pockets, turn right side out, trim the threads, and there you have it. And that's it, you're finished. You have an adorable purse. My little girl loved it when we were doing a photo shoot with it. She wouldn't let go of it. You can also make a matching one for you or for a teenager that would like a little bit bigger of a purse. It is a versatile and fun and a really good quick sew project. If you like this project, I have several others on my website, fleecefun.com, that you'll also enjoy. All my patterns and tutorials are free. You might also like the no-sew hobo, a no-sew version of this pattern. Quick, easy, and really fun to make. You might also like the fleece chrysanthemum pattern. No sew, actually even no glue to make this flower. Great for someone who's getting started into crafting. Have a great day. Be sure to check out Fleece Fun on Pinterest and on Facebook. Remember, velvet is pretentious, fleece is fun.